Okay, so we've got the standing anti-rotation and then rotation exercises here as a core progression. So the stability phase involves the athletes um, holding a rubber band in front of the midline of their body, anchored on either side of their body. They're just going to hold it out at arm's length right in front of the midline there. So what that does is that forces the athlete to stabilize against that rubber band that wants to rotate them in the transverse plane. So you get engagement of the transverse abdominis and the oblique muscles, and you get the athlete in an athletic position. They're on their feet, which mimics obviously the movement of most sports better than an exercise where you're laying on your stomach or your side or your back. Not that those aren't great exercises, but I like to get my athletes on their feet whenever I can. So then we progress to the strength phase, and now we actually have movement. So again, the athlete keeps their hands in the rubber band right in front of the midline of their body, and they're moving in the transverse plane here with the slow concentric and slow eccentric movements. And the power phase involves a little bit more explosive movement concentrically and then a controlled movement eccentrically, which is actually pretty challenging with the rubber band. As you get more tension on that rubber band, it really wants to snap you back. So strength and power movement is very relevant for rotational athletes. Um, so the importance of the proper progression of core training is to make sure the local and global stabilization systems can support the spine and that you've got proper alignment in the core area, so hips are properly aligned. You don't have anterior pelvic tilt or posterior pelvic tilt, one side higher than the other. Okay, once that stabilization phase is kind of run through complete, you've got good efficient movement, then you can progress to strength and power, which are more relevant to gameplay. But again, without that stabilization phase, it's almost like building a house without a foundation. So that is the standing anti-rotation and then resisted rotation exercises.